You have to keep people out, right? And only let the ones in that are allowed to be in with any threat, whether it's bomb threat, whether it's, civil disturbance, whether it's natural disaster. It's critically important that our people are trained properly. At GardaWorld, our financial institution footprint really goes from local banking to national bank providers across the country to financial institutions to international finance organizations. You got to remember, when you're protecting financial institutions, it's really important that you know that you're protecting their assets, which is information, people, and property.
Whether it's an issue with where they're located, whether it's an issue with homelessness, whether it's an issue with logistics of people accessing their buildings and their corporate environments.
It's our goal to make sure that all those things stay safe, whether it's a bank branch, information from someone's database.
Strategies for solving the challenges with financial institutions, first and foremost, is to listen to our clients, to understand what is their challenge, because no two are ever the same. We work with them to understand what is the issue, and then we come up with a solution, whether it's a training issue, a technology issue, a manpower issue, or it could be a variety of those or a combination of them.
They're looking for not only a service provider to provide an officer in a lobby, they're looking for a true security expert, and we are that solution.
We believe that it's incredibly important that we protect against threats for each one of our clients.
One of the challenges in the larger cities in protecting financial institutions is often the homelessness challenge we see throughout the United States and around the world. And we certainly want to be respectful of their situation, but we also have an obligation to our clients to make sure, whether it's the foyers, the ATMs, the front area of their buildings and institutions, is properly and professionally managed.
You have to keep people out, right? And only let the ones in that are allowed to be in. So in providing perimeter and access control, it's important that we understand the systems completely and that our officers are fully trained on each one of those processes with any threat, whether it's bomb threat, whether it's civil disturbance, whether it's natural disaster. It's critically important that our people are trained properly. We don't want an officer on site that doesn't know how to respond to an emergency when it occurs.
One of the nice things about Prestige, it's a program that we've rolled out, specifically aimed at those Class A commercial and residential properties. And what Prestige does is it really marries the emergency preparedness with that concierge level type service. So we're giving all of the normal training that you would have for emergency preparedness, but what we're adding is a full day of concierge customer service based training. We recognize that front of house security officer that's going to be the first person that everybody sees when they walk in.
And if we can really handle two of those key critical pieces, which is the customer service side of it and that concierge feel and look in their lobby, as well as helping them on the backside with that sort of internal review of emergency preparedness, we really give them a nice solution that's packaged underneath of security.
So one of the solutions we often want to bring forward is that it doesn't always have to just be man guarding. Often there's a hybrid approach we can use which can augment the need for an individual through technology solutions.
We use a varied method. One would be ECAM Secure, one would be man guarding, the other would be intelligence from Crisis 24. We use Crisis 24 intelligence and analysts at many of our locations where we have them embedded with our security team, monitoring and mining for threats against those organizations.
And we bring them into the conversation when we need some intelligence, when we need to be proactive, especially when it comes to threats and risk mitigation. So having them come into, whether it's a financial institution or any other building, it's a proactive approach to see what are the vulnerabilities, what are some of the risks associated with what's going on.
And they are phenomenal. The intelligence we get from Crisis 24 is better than anything that public law enforcement gets.
And they can give a whole full risk assessment of maybe what's going on in the area geographically. So they're critical to being part of our solution as a holistic approach. So one of the benefits of the hybrid approach is when you integrate technology and man guarding together, normally the byproduct of that is some cost savings. So we normally try to marry the two, kind of man and machine.
So we put both together. We really arm the officer with better situational awareness and better response capabilities. And we give our clients better holistic approach to security with the implementation of both the tech and the guarding side of things.
It creates efficiencies, it streamlines process and procedures. So, it's a win-win situation for everybody.
I think the hybrid solution that we found our niche in is, leveraging the public-private partnership really, really well. Our customers are actually looking for us to do that, and really what that really means to us and to our clients now is getting firsthand intel before anybody else does.
You don't fight crime or provide public safety on your own. It's a community effort, and those public-private partnerships are what makes it happen.